Hey guys, welcome to Eileen on Love. I'm Eileen, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, I absolutely love being able to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I love talking biblical manifestation, law of attraction, law of assumption. I love talking neuroscience, neuroplasticity. So if you're here, it's because you want a change in your life of some sort, and or you're curious to see what I'm doing on my journey since my last documentary that I shared with you guys on my other channel. So before I share the question I'm going to get into, I'm going to show you guys what I got in this box. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for so long, and I promised my friend that I was going to open it in a video. So I'm going to do that. The question that I had got when I was on Facebook, it was, hello, I did some meditations for 3 days so that my SP could communicate with me, and today I see that he blocked me. Why is this happening? It had the opposite effect. I don't understand. Now, this was actually in a specific group that I'm in. And a lot of people think manifestation, well, I'll just tell you what my response was. This is what I said. I said, people get the process of manifesting interconnected with a recipe or systematic process, meaning if I do this thing, then this thing will happen. And manifestation is much more about the outcome of our core beliefs and truest thoughts. There could be many reasons for this. For example, if you're in deep lack, in deep attachment to the how, to the time, or maybe, they didn't put this in there, but maybe the SP can see them like looking at their socials, or maybe they're bugging them, or maybe there's some other 3D stuff that they're not putting in their message. So it could be a lot of various things. But the also thing I said is your SP may also not align with your manifestation yet or ever. And I said it could also be that your meditations are high quality and they're repelling a mismatch at SP in order to keep you available and open for something way better, easier, and more blissful. So there's so many reasons to consider. Now, let me know if you agree with that assessment. Again, they didn't put what they were doing outside of the meditations. They didn't say if they were like in no contact or this, not, or whatever. And so I think it's just important just to notate that. But if you treat manifestation like a recipe, you're gonna get kind of disappointed, because I feel like a lot of people are gonna get really attached to the how and the outcome and the time frame and the why and the when and like a specific person face and like all these specific details. But if you just take a step back for a moment, because a lot of times if you're struggling with this, it's because you are really attached to the specific person's face or the specific outcome and all those things. And that's like really messing up your whole vibration level, because law of attraction says you're going to get what you're putting out. So if you're putting out a lot of anxiety, of course, you're going to attract a lot of anxiety and stress back. If you're putting out a lot of like attachment and a lot of like stress on the time and the how and the who and everything, and like you really just have like a really big grip on it, then it makes sense that what you're trying to manifest is going to give you back like a stressful anxiety grip, So that's where, neuroscience comes into play, because, and law of attraction, the whole thing just really comes together, biblical manifestation, all the things. With biblical manifestation, if you are aligned with God, then that goes to say the things that you manifest would naturally be aligned with God. If you're not aligned with God and you're manifesting whatever, then there's no connection to the verse where it says, seek first God and the kingdom, and then everything else will be added. Well, the reason why those other things are added is because you're specifically aligned with God. So I think that goes to the same thing. A lot of people want to manifest their spouse, manifest their partner, and then they turn around and manifest a hot mess, or somebody that's like a lower vibrational level than them. They're attracting something really toxic, or like some kind of created toxicity that they've drawn to themselves, because they're putting out that like stressful, either like a neediness or attachment feeling or vibe or something. So it's really important that you have to detach yourself from the situation, from the how, from the person. And to be honest, if it's like a person that you're manifesting because you want love and you want a relationship, and hey, The Bible says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, and that two are better than one. So I totally get the Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. All those things are true. That doesn't mean that we have to settle. It doesn't mean we have to settle for low-level manifestations. Low-level manifestations is what I call petty manifestations. A petty manifestation is when you are manifesting something that is way beneath you. And chances are you're the truest best self of you is probably way up there, and you're too busy. The truest best self of you is probably like way up there, and you're too busy thinking about this low level thing instead of being focused on like the high level you and all the awesome high level things that are up there waiting for you to happen. So with that being said, let me know if you agree with that assessment. I just said to them, when you're manifesting somebody, a specific person, don't manifest a specific person like some, you miss John, so you're gonna manifest only John, or whatever, or whatever the person's name is. So instead, I say, when you're doing your visualizations, don't visualize a specific person's face. Visualize a silhouette of a person, whoever that person is, and whatever that wish fulfilled is. If you're like, oh, sorry, I'm trying to open the box that's making so much noise. If you're thinking about a specific person, and you are manifesting a silhouette, it's so much easier to visualize just a silhouette, like a shadow person. You can, maybe it's like a blue shadow or pink shadow or whatever kind of color shadow or something. And don't put a face to it, because it helps you to detach from the specific who, and that's going to help you detach from the timeline, because you're like, well, I don't know who it is. I just know they're great. I just know they're awesome. I just know it's going to be like this, and it's going to be easy. I'm not going to have to force somebody to love me. I'm not going to have to miss anybody. They're just going to miss me too. Like, it's going to be mutual. It's going to be inevitable. Like, everything's going to be reciprocated. And that's where you want to be. Am I wrong? Definitely not about that. So watch your petty manifestations. Only manifest the highest, best version of yourself. Because if you are the highest, best version of yourself, what are you going to manifest? The highest, best version of you. So this is what I got. And I'm so happy, because once I started learning the right way to manifest, and I started really matching the neuroscience with the Bible, and how God gave us the dominion to really take hold of our thoughts and our minds, and the way that we are thinking and speaking things into existence, and what God calls us to do, and the right way, the godly way to manifest, like manifesting from like a heavenly mindset, then that's a game changer. You're going to be a lot less stressed. You're not going to be stress-free. Like, you're never going to have any problems, but you're definitely going to be a lot less stressed, and you're going to handle situations completely different. I can tell you now, my husband can tell you that, the husband I manifested in 12 days, he can tell you that you will definitely respond to things differently. So, and if you do, maybe you will find yourself winning like a boss. I am so grateful for is this a tumbler? Is that what they call it? I don't call it a thermos. But yeah, I went to this conference with a bunch of high-level thinkers, like heavenly minded, like I am investing in myself and I am becoming amazing and awesome. And I saw someone with this, and I mean, the person was nearly a stranger. I met him like for a short time. And I said, excuse me, sir, I need to know, where do I get one of these? Because I want to win like a boss, and I want to look at that every day. I'm going to manifest myself winning like a boss all the time. And because the Bible says, what a man thinketh, he is. So I got this from WinLab, and I got this from Damon. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get him to do like a little interview, just to talk about some different things and what he does. So I'm loving it. Thank you so much, Damon. It is awesome. And I'm going to be manifesting this all the time. Winning like a boss, thinking like a boss, manifesting like a boss. You guys have a great day. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. No petty manifestations here. And stay on here in case you want to see how to not make petty manifestations.